Morning. Good morning. Time to get some energy going in this room. We have a sing-along, right?
Yes.
It's a new one. It's a new one. So everybody stand and let's get that energy
It's called
going.
Loving Kindness. You'll probably recognize it when you hear the tune.
Maybe. Okay.
May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy.
Look around.
May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well.
Look at somebody.
May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy.
Now affirm.
I am filled with loving kindness, and I am well. I am peaceful and at ease, and I am happy.
Good job.
Good song. Thanks, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Garden Park.
Good
My
morning.
My name is Kathy Mountain, and I am your platform assistant. I'm also a prayer chaplain, and I will be back in the prayer room after service. So if you'd like to come and pray with me, I would love to pray with you. I also work back in doing the Facebook stuff. Oh, and I do the kids too. I love the kids. They're fun. They really are. Anyway, welcome to Unity of Garden Park. This church we're an amazing church. And yeah, I'm a little biased, but I've been going here for a long time. So I'd like to welcome each and every one of you. And wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. Absolutely. So if your phones are on silent, I would like to start out with opening prayer. And however prayer works for you, whether you're, eyes closed, eyes open, sitting, standing, laying, it doesn't matter. God just likes to hear from us. So we just take a moment and maybe look at the stained glass window of Jesus walking on the water, which shows the highest form of faith. So let's just get in that spirit of being with that source, the source of life, the source of love that resides within us and within everyone. It's there. Sometimes it doesn't look like it, but it really is there. And we just go to that space, knowing that it is full of love and understanding and compassion. And just rest with that. And we know that everything is in divine order. We just have to know and understand that where we are is where we're supposed to be, and trust in that. And we see this service being joyful, filled with love and kindness and compassion. And hopefully you take something home with you today, whether you see someone smile, you get a hug, or you hear something that really touches you. The messages are out there. Just be open to them. And we thank you, God, so, so much. Amen.
Amen.
So we have a church affirmation, and if you would like to say it with me, this affirms who we are. Unity of Garden Park is a radiating center of divine love and light, mighty to attract our good and to radiate good to others. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. So it is first Sunday of the month. That means we celebrate any birthdays in June.
yes.
So if you have a birthday, we'd like to recognize you and sing
Any
happy
June
birthday.
birthdays?
Any June birthdays?
Oh, there's
Well,
one.
stand up.
Good.
We're going to sing to you. There you go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now.
He's
Blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you. You're wonderful. God is blessing you now. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Okay, so now it's time for the youth to go with Miss Sandy and Miss Kitty Cat Michelle. And you guys have a good time. So may I have the ushers, please? If this is your first time, again, we would like to recognize you by giving you a little welcome bag. It has things in there about unity, about our church, and there's a coupon for the bookstore, which we have a great bookstore. So anyone here for the first time, we're not going to put you on the spot. We're not going to shove a microphone in your face. We just want to welcome you. And well, okay, no first timers.
And I do want to mention our youth program is open for toddlers all the way up to 18 years old. So I want you to know it's open for you.
Okay. And we have a registry out in the hall that if you want to receive our email blast, that way you know what's going on here at Garden Park. Just print legibly. We do not give it away. We don't sell it. It's just for our purposes. So now for the daily word, Lynn Heel.
Good morning. Today is about zeal. Not a word I use often, but I love it. It just makes me feel so good. Divine zeal is my impulse to accomplish great things. Toward the ends of his long life, Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore famously wrote, "I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm, and I spring forth with a mighty faith to do the things that ought to be done by me." This story shows me that as a divine gift, zeal is always mine to call upon, no matter my age or the state of my life. It is the impulse that makes me eager to rise in the morning and gives me energy to get started on the day's tasks. It drives me to give the best of myself to those people and things I care about. Zeal is quickening, enlivening energy that helps me feel the presence of God within and brings that presence to life in a way that only I can. I sizzle with zeal. With passion and enthusiasm, I live, love, and serve. And our scripture is Romans 12, verse 11. Do not lag in zeal. Be ardent in spirit and serve the Lord.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thanks, Lynn. Good words there. We're ready for you, Miss Angie.
I'm pretty sure Joe has you on mute. Sandy, just in case.
All alone in this room, and it's just me and you.
I sometimes feel so lost that I don't know what to do. See, what if I choose the wrong thing to do? I'm so afraid. I'm afraid of disappointing you. So I need to talk to you and ask you for some guidance, especially today when my world is cloudy. Guide me until I'm sure I open up my heart. Oh, yes, I do. And my hopes and dreams are fading fast. I'm so burned out, and I don't know how long my strength is gonna last. So I'm calling out. I'm calling out to you. 'Cause Lord, I know that you're the only one who can pull me through. So I need to talk to you and ask you for some guidance, especially today when my world seems cloudy. Just guide me until I'm sure I open up my heart. Just show me how to do things your way. Don't let me make the same mistakes over and over again. And your will is done, and I'll be the one to make sure that it's carried out. 'Cause in me there won't be any doubt. Lord, I just need to talk to you and ask you for your guidance, especially today when my world seems cloudy. But I know you'll guide me until I'm sure I open up my heart. Oh, yes, you do. One word, zeal. One word, I open up my heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Angie. You sure do bring it, girl. Phew. I forgot to welcome Facebook. We really are glad you joined us. We really are. Anyway, right now is our time for meditation. So let's, get comfy in those seats. And can I have some singers? Because I really don't sing well. Trust me, I've heard myself.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
This is my favorite time, meditation. Why is it my favorite time? For those of you that know me, I'm go, 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 until I walk through those doors and then I settle down. And I love, you don't know how often I sit on my front porch in quiet because I'm like addicted to it. I am addicted to nature. I'm addicted to my front porch. Doesn't matter where I live. I've lived in a condo and it didn't matter. I'm addicted to just getting quiet. I know what that does for me physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So this is your time. So I want to invite you, if you have any papers, purses in your hands, set it aside. It's ego loves to distract us when we try to get quiet. It wants to interrupt and say, oh, no, 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 no. So just take a nice, easy breath in for a moment. And I want you to not close your eyes yet if they were closed. I want you to open your eyes to the affirmation. We're going to be doing that for the meditation today. And we'll put it up here on the screen so you can see it. Just listen to this. You don't have to say it yet. I release with gratitude. This is a Native American saying, and I resonate to those people. I release with gratitude what no longer walks with me. I make space in my heart for the Spirit to move, the earth to teach, and the winds to carry me forward. Yeah, take that in. Let's say that just quiet, softly out loud. I release with gratitude what no longer walks with me. I make space in my heart for the Spirit to move, the earth to teach, and the winds to carry me forward. How appropriate is that in many ways for today? Wow. And how appropriate it is that our daily word was about zeal. And how do we move forward with zeal? So let's just take a nice, easy breath in. And then with the exhale, this is allowing and letting go. Allowing of what we no longer want to walk with us. And with the breath in, I want you to breathe in the word zeal. That's enthusiasm, zest for life. With the exhale, this is again letting go of anything that's been telling you differently. What an appropriate song that Angie just sang. We have those moments, don't we? When we feel like we've come to the end of our rope sometimes, and it could be minor things, but they're just weighing us down. It's like, oh, please take this burden off me. Let it go. This is your time now to let these things go and to bring in more zeal in your life. So breathe in that word zeal again. Breathe it into your heart space or down into your solar plexus, your belly. And then with the exhale, let go of what no longer is serving us, serving you. So I ask you to use the power of your imagination to take yourself to a place, whether real or imagined, where you feel safe. For me, that's my front porch. Or for me, it's on a bench in the woods or by a creek. But for many, it's the ocean, or it's a field of flowers, or your favorite chair that you love to sit in your home. Remember, there's no wrong way to do meditation. This is your time. So when you have that place in your mind's eye, I want you to just take a look at what you've created in your mind, in your imagination. Notice how quickly you feel safe and you feel good there. And if we can turn the background music down just a touch so that we can allow ourselves to just imagine how it feels knowing we are safe. So I want you to just consider those words to the song that Angie sang, those words of what is it that you need to bring to the table right now and let it go. And it could be something as simple as rushing to get here, or whatever. It could be something for the week, something maybe that you turned on the news and it just kind of busted that balloon of zeal when you woke up this morning. This is not the truth of who we are. So it's okay to acknowledge it, but to not let it have power over you. So this is the process where I want you to just see whatever it is floating down a river, gently down the stream. And if you want to pick it back up after service today, you can choose to do that. But for right now, it's time to let it go, because this time is about you connecting with Source, connecting with love and compassion and kindness. That's where zeal resides. So just in the quiet of your mind and heart, I want you to just do an inventory of some things that might be robbing your zeal, might be robbing the enthusiasm for life. And as you acknowledge it, or it comes to your mind, then I want you to send it down the stream for right now. Keep sending it down the stream. It doesn't mean you're going to ignore it forever, or you might. But right now, I want you to think about zeal, enthusiasm. I want you to focus on a 4-year-old at a playground. Now there is zest for life. There is joy. I want you to think about a puppy or a kitten. In that puppy and kitten stage, there is nothing but joy and sleep and food. They don't allow anything to rob them of their zest for life. Take a moment to think about the things you want to feel more enthusiasm for, that you want to sizzle with zeal. Can you touch base with that feeling? Can you touch base with that little 4-year-old inside of you? That little boy or girl that was carefree? Shoot it, for who listened to the news? We were in present moment. Maybe there's something to learn from that 4-year-old inside of you. She's still there. He's still there, just waiting to come out. Remember when the living was easy? So I invite you now to just gently open your eyes and take a look out the windows. Take a look at nature. Take a look at the gift out there of life. We're on the verge of summertime, aren't we? So take a breath in with gratitude. Start to feel, wiggle your fingers to bring yourself back to this space. Knowing that you fairly sizzle with zeal, and to do what's mine to do just for today. Just for today. And so it is, as we get to hear another beautiful song. Me too.
Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Ooh, your daddy's rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. And one of these old mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. You're gonna spread your wings and take to the sky. Ooh, until that morning, there's no one to harm you. With mama and daddy standing by, summertime. Ooh, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Ooh, your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry.
Oh, every time I hear this song, it reminds me of my mother. My mother was a torch singer, and boy, she used to belt that one out at the kitchen sink. I love it. Thank you, Angie. Oh, and thank you for allowing me to have a Sunday off last week and doing the music, the message. It was a lot. Thank you so much. So, nature abhors a vacuum. What are you holding on to? That saying comes from Aristotle. Aristotle once said, nature abhors a vacuum. I don't know about you, but I remember in 2016 when there was the wildfires in the Great Smoky Mountains that destroyed 11,000 acres of wilderness. And it has only been, 8+ years later that the forest floor is resurrecting with new and abundant life. Nature keeps showing us that it abhors a vacuum. Nature doesn't tolerate empty space. You know, anybody ever see the documentary series Life After People? Anybody seen that? Life, just take the title, Life After People. Do you know what one of the first things is that comes back after we're gone from this earth? Weeds and vines. Nature abhors a vacuum. Abhor seems to be a strong word, doesn't it? You know, it means to deeply dislike or reject something. So when we say that nature abhors a vacuum, we're saying that nature resists emptiness. It doesn't tolerate empty space. As soon as there's a void, something rushes in to fill it. I was thinking about, the creek that I love to watch, right? Well, I go down there with my grandkids, and when we move a big rock, what happens? The water rushes in to take the place of that rock. Nature knows what it's doing, but if you talk about, what's this mean spiritually? It means when we let go, when we release what no longer serves us, we create a sacred space to move in and to bless us in ways that we may never know how it's going to show up. So if you feel stuck or weighted down or depressed, it might be that, as Mary Morrissey used to say, holding on too tightly to something, right? When spirit is trying to get you to release it, spirit's actually trying to help you release it, but I'm still holding on to this life that I once knew, and I don't want to let it go. I'm afraid of what that might look like back there, right? Or over there. I know what that looks like there. Why am I holding on to it? Because I'm afraid of change. In unity, we refer to our 5 unity principles. Principle number 1 actually says that God is ever present and unlimited good. That's why I love, you can always spell God with 1 O or 2. God, good, it's all the same. But we've got to make room for the good to enter. Let's go to that first slide. I'm not letting go. Anybody know the story about the monkeys in the jar? Okay, years ago, when they used to try to trap monkeys, they would put a piece of fruit in a narrow jar and put them out there in the woods. And the monkeys would smell it, and they'd go right to it, and they would put their hand in to get the piece of fruit. Let me give you a visual. Here's the jar. There's the piece of fruit. So the monkey would go, grab it, and it can't get it out. Why? Why can't it come out? Oh, because I'm holding on to it, right? So how can I make room for something good, something maybe even better in my life if I'm still holding on to the old? Can anybody relate to this? Because I've got hundreds of stories in my own life where I do this, have done it, still do. I mean, I had a, what do you call it, annual checkup at the doctor on Friday. And I am saying how I can't lose weight. I'm so disgusted with, I don't feel good about how I look. And he's like, well, you got to think about, your age. That's what I didn't want to hear. They always want to blame it on age, don't they? Right? But he says, sometimes you just have to let go and be okay with who you are. You don't eat bad. All your numbers are excellent, Kathy. I'm not going to put you on that. Have we got some kind of rattle going on here? Is it my earring? Let me. Oh, I let go. I didn't want to hear that either, Renee. Okay, yeah, I'm famous for walking around with one earring. So anyway, and so this is no joke. I am dead serious. Okay, so right, what do they always do when you go to the doctor? Got to get on the scale first. So I know exactly what it was when I went in that doctor's office. And again, I was expecting it because for the last 7 years, I've not been able to, I vacillate between 3 pounds, no matter what I'm doing. Okay, so he says, your numbers are good, blah, 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 blah. And he said, you need to be okay with who you are. You're a good person, Kathy. You're healthy. Quit trying to fight this. I am not joking. I got on the scale this morning for the heck of it. And I'm 2 pounds less than I was on Friday. Now, how does that happen? Right. Water probably helped. What happened was once I let go, what did I start doing? I started sizzling with zeal, and I started drinking more water. I started caring more about myself. I started looking at my plate and saying, do you really need that much? Right? But it's so good. That chicken fried rice was so good. I want some more. And I didn't. I don't know. Sometimes I can't really explain how this happens, and I didn't do it consciously. But now that I'm standing up here talking to you about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's an example of it. How many times and how many bigger situations do we do this in? Lose a job. I don't know what I'm going to do. Who am I going to be? Who am I going to be? My restaurant burned down years ago. Who am I going to be? How am I going to take care of my kids without the restaurant? Right? But once I let go, the restaurant became new and fresh and even better than it ever was prior to that. There is something newer and greater behind any disappointment in your life. I guarantee it. I've had many, many severe tragedies and disappointments in my life. And I can stand here and tell you that some things happened in months, some things happened in years before something better showed up. And then I was able to say, that's why. That's why it happened. I want you to consider these questions. What beliefs are you holding on to that no longer serve you? I started to bring that into meditation. What beliefs are you holding on to that no longer serve you? Could they be wounds from the past? Resentment? Here comes that big one. Unforgiveness? Fear of change? Outdated self-images. That was me at the doctor, right? I want to look like I'm 40. Relationships that limit us, but we keep taking their phone calls, but they're limiting us. And why do we do that? What are you clinging to out of fear, habit, or guilt? Oh boy, that song hit me with that first song where, I'm all about doing it for you and then saving myself for last, and I never get to that. What is it? 4-burner stove, and I always put me on the 5th burner. There's a great video I want to show you. I found this. I can't help it. I like it. I hope you do. It is from a young Catholic priest.
I want to share with you today some basic wisdom. You've probably heard this before, and you're going to hear it again today. It's the basic principle that nature abhors a vacuum. And it was Aristotle, I guess, who first made that observation. He noticed that everything needs to be filled with something. And so the way this applies to the human life and to the spiritual life is that oftentimes, as we try to change our lives, we try to rid our lives of bad things. We say, I'm going to stop doing this, and I'm going to stop doing that, and I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to, empty my life of this. And the danger is if we empty our lives of all kinds of things and don't fill our lives with something to replace it, we're just going to create a vacuum. And again, if we don't have something to replace that space with, the likelihood is that the bad stuff is just going to come back. So again, the basic principle is in the spiritual life, oftentimes you're better off focusing on filling your lives with good things. And when you do that, the bad things, they're going to naturally make their way out. And again, if we're emptying our lives, we have to have something to fill them with. And this can be applied to the use of our time. Like if we say, okay, I'm not going to watch TV anymore. Well, you better have something to do, because otherwise you're going to be like, what are we going to do? It can also be applied to relationships. Like if you have friends who are really bad influence on you, you can't just stop having friends. You can say, rather than, stop hanging out with these people, say, hey, I'm going to start hanging out more with, the people from the youth group, going to more of the socials with the youth group, for example. And also with our minds, rather than focusing on not thinking bad thoughts, when we are tempted to think bad thoughts, the first thing we should do is begin to think about something good. Now, what I want to do is I want to leave you with an image you'll probably never forget. And that's the image Father Scott would use when he would teach the seminarians about this. What Father Scott would do is he would present to them an empty glass, and he would ask the seminarians, he says, okay, can someone take all the air out of this glass? And the seminarians are like, what? And then finally one seminarian would take the glass and he'd go like, man, it's impossible. I can't get the air out of this glass. This is weird, and all that. Because again, there's this vacuum. And then Father Scott would say, okay, now watch this. And he would take some water and he would pour it in the glass. And the seminarians would be like, whoa, wow, dude. And then check it out. Look at that. No more air in the glass. Why? Because the glass was filled with something good. So there you go. Fill your life with good things, with awesome things, and the bad stuff will disappear.
Let's all go home. Oh, I love that video. It just made so much sense, doesn't it? It's so important. And we're going to be covering this next week. And I'll get to that in just a minute. It is so important that because nature abhors a vacuum, when you start letting go of some of this stuff, when you start letting go of friends or relationships that no longer serve you, when you do whatever it is that you're aware of, that you need to let go of, release, you've got to fill it quickly with what you do want, with what is going to bring you better results, right? To have a better life, a more peaceful life, a more loving, fun life, more life with zeal instead of this. It's consciously making an effort to change. So what happened for me was when I released what the doctor was saying, instead of resisting him and thinking you always blame it on age, right? You always blame it on age, and release it, I started automatically filling that void with water. No pun intended, right? I started filling it. There's a great quote from Myrtle Fillmore. Next, please. Thank you. We must be willing to let go of the thoughts that have bound us in order to make room for the thoughts that heal us physically, heal you physically, emotionally, heal you spiritually. This is Myrtle Fillmore, co-founder of Unity. It's a great quote. Ecclesiastes says it, right? A time to keep and a time to cast away. It's a famous Ecclesiastes, right? There's a great song of that verse in the Bible. That next one, please. It says, now, I got to tell you, I'm starting to really pick out how often we call God He. God is not a he or a she. God just is. So you're going to hear me start to use God will never leave you empty. It will replace everything you lost. Right? Everything you've lost. If it asks you to put something down, it's because it wants you to pick up something greater. If it's leaning you towards letting it go, it's because there is something greater in your future. Right now, it doesn't seem like that. I can relate, trust me, 100% to that, because I didn't want to let go. I knew how to do that life. As crazy as it was, as addictive as it was, as painful as it was, I knew how to do it. I didn't want to let it go. But then there was freedom in this other side. Now, I'm going to repeat that again. I think it's important. God will never leave you empty. It will replace everything you've lost. If it asks you to put something down, it's because it wants you to have to pick up something better. Oh, let's show that next one. Anybody got a drawer like that at home? Well, I had one, and now I got two. I don't know how that happens, that somehow now I think I need two hammers in that drawer and cords that haven't fit an iPhone, iPhone 5. I know, I got an iPhone 7. It's bad. So anyway, but what I like about this, because we all can relate to clutter, can't we? Clutter is not just stuff on your floor. It's anything that stands between you and the life you want to live. You want to know what one of my clutters are? See if any of you can relate to this. Cell phone. I noticed that I've had a lot of epiphanies at the doctor's office for an annual checkup. I noticed in the waiting room. Used to be, we would sit in the doctor's waiting room and we'd say hi to somebody next to us. No, what do we do in a doctor's waiting room? Oh, might as well. And honestly, this was me. I might as well answer a few emails while I'm here and get a couple things out of the way. Okay, Kathy, they're ready for you. Might as well answer a couple more. I need to text somebody too. Well, maybe I should check the news real quick to see if anything's happened. What the heck? What is happening? Why? You go to a restaurant. People are on their phones. Everybody's on their phones. That's clutter. It's keeping me from the life I want to be living. It's keeping me from being social and having connection and being able to show kindness and compassion to somebody that could have used me saying hello to them. I missed a moment. I missed a lot of moments that day because I thought, oh, I'll just get 2 more emails out of the way. That's my clutter. But there are people that have physical clutters. Think of it. I don't want to answer for you. You know what the clutter is that keeps you from living the life you want to live. We are having forest bathing class after church today. There's going to be a workshop and then you're going to walk these grounds. I find it so amazing how much we're talking about nature. Anybody know about pruning trees or bushes? Okay, let's go to that next one. I might go to the next slide there. There it is. Oh, nope. I'm sorry. Go back one, please. Thank you, Kat. We prune not because the branch is bad, but because it's finished, done, complete. This is a good one. We might be holding on to something that was once good, once fruitful, but now it's time to prune in trust, knowing that new growth is coming. If you don't prune those dead branches, what happens? Starts to suck the energy out of the life of the tree, doesn't it? It's the same with us. If we don't prune this stuff that's not working, we wither on the vine. That's a Bible story that metaphysically is about us withering on the vine. People, we gotta do better. If we want to continue to make changes in our world. And I'm looking at young people in this audience today, and I just am so grateful that you are here because our world needs you. We need each other. If we are going to make positive changes in this world, we need you to be the forerunners in this next generation coming up. We so need every one of us because nothing's going to change unless we do this inner work. Inner work. Prune the dead stuff. Be willing to be brave and trust divine order. Spirit's got your back 100% of the time if you trust it. The problem is when we allow and we let go, we get afraid of what might be. I loved how that priest did that. Oh, what if I don't watch TV? What am I going to do now, right? We've got to fill it. So next week, we're going to focus on Unity's teaching about denials and affirmations, because this is how you work the vacuum principle. And so next week's going to really be leveling it up. So with that, I want to just tell you, Namaste. That pruned me, that Christ in me, that divine source in me truly sees and honors that pruned divine source in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you. Greenie. Oh, okay. We got a few things here, but first thing I want to do is it's our time to bless our love offerings and our prayer requests. So if you have taken time to fill out a prayer request in the pew, I want you to hold it for a moment, and then I'm going to ask you to send the prayer request to the center, because our chaplain today is Kathy Mountain, who is our platform assistant and also chaplain today. She'll be following behind the love offerings, collecting the prayer requests. They then go to the chaplains, and those requests are prayed for from the chaplains for 7 days, then sent on to Silent Unity for another 30 days. You're very supported in prayer. Also, Kathy will be in the prayer room, available for private prayer. So if you or you know of someone you love that you would like some prayer for, Kathy will be available in that. And the prayer room is on the way to the restrooms to the left. So I want you to take your love offerings and your prayer requests in your hands. Facebook, I'm encouraging you to do the same thing. Take however you're able to support this ministry so we can get this message out and keep this message going, because we need it. Let's say it together. Divine love expressed through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I have faith in God as my instant, constant, and abundant supply. Thank you, God. And if you are a sustained giver, I want you to look at these new tags. Do you notice what they say on the back of them? Bless the gift, bless the giver. And Angie, we got another great song.
Testing.
Oh, yeah.
I was born by a river in a little tent. Whoa. And just like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, and I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too long waiting, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. See, I go to the movies and I go downtown. The people keep telling me they don't want me around, but it's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please. But you know what he did? He spun me around and turned me back to my knees. See, there were times when I thought I wouldn't last for long. But now I know I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will.
Yes, it will. Oh, how perfect was that song? Thank you. Let's take a moment to bless these love offerings and these prayer requests. And we just thank you. Thank you, God, for these prayer requests in the prayer box. There is so much need. And we feel that concern for whether it's for themselves or their loved ones. And we hold that in the highest good, knowing that divine order is taking place. Because we know that it is not my will, but it is thy will being done. And we say thank you, Spirit, for that truth. And we also bless these love offerings giving freely for the sustained givers that also give electronically, however they do that, whether it's Venmo, whatever way, bank draft, and whether it's physical money in the bag. We are grateful, knowing that we pay our bills on time, all the time. We are so grateful for the support of this ministry. And for all that, we say thank you, God, and so it is. Amen. So I don't know if the kids are coming, but I'm going to run some announcements while they get ready to come down here. So connecting with our Unity family, let's see, wait a minute. Oh, there's our forest bathing. Let's do that one first. We already talked a little bit about it. Jack, who's walking down, and Joyce DeVoge will be conducting a forest bathing workshop in the fireside room. That's the classroom off of the bookstore with the round table in it. And so we encourage you to go downstairs, get some coffee or something to drink. And let me tell you, there's food. I don't know if you smelled it when you came in. Terry Obert has been busy solo doing barbecue coleslaw, potato salad, chicken fried rice is down there that I told you about. It's, please come down and have something. She does that for a love offering basis because she wants the church to profit from serving a meal. So please take that time, but then come up and go into the fireside room, and Joyce and Jack will start that class. And then you're going to forest bathe on our 5 acres of ground out here. And is it a perfect day for this? Wonderful. Let's go to the next one. Connection with your family. That's me on Zoom with anybody. Friends are welcome. We just talk about either today's service or some things that are on our mind, or maybe something we're struggling with. The Zoom link should be in your bulletin. And if you have trouble connecting, call the office and we'll help you through that. Next one is Sandy. Rev Sandy back there continues to do a bang up job on the Sunday morning adult class. That's at 9:30 every week. And every week it's a new topic. So it's not like I missed last week. It's okay. There's always a new topic, and it's really good. Unity. It's a deeper dive into unity. Next we have, yes, a building tour. I know you don't think this sounds like it's important, but it is. If we were to hear the sirens go off and we're in church, do you know where to go? Not outside. Basement. Do you know where the basement is? Do you know where the safest parts are in the basement? What if there is a fire to break out in the fellowship hall because something's on the stove burning? Anybody know where the fire extinguishers are? This is important. So it's really, this is your home. You need to know where these important things are. So please mark that to stay immediately after church. It'll be a quick tour through these buildings because there are buildings with an S. Let's go to that next one. Yes, we are joining New Thought and Center for Spiritual Living to celebrate and join together in the Cincinnati Pride Parade. So if you have any interest at all, please call Kim Ballou at New Thought Unity. But if you forget that, just call me and I'll get the information over to Kim. She's running the float and the walkers, but they have a float for people to ride on. So it's not like you have to walk. Okay. So next one, we also are doing, Dean Frank is taking on putting a booth in the Pride on the west side of town. So we're just letting you know that we're being involved and supported of our diverse community. Next one is Healing Energy Expo. Yes. People, I don't think you realize this is like our second largest fundraiser that we do here at Garden Park. There are so many people that come. And why I have this sign out is there are over 25 or 26, more than that, 28 practitioners that are going to be renting space here. They're anything from Reiki to palm reading to tarot readings to art. There's, I can't tell you, healing, essential oils, all kinds of things are going to be here. So please, as a matter of fact, I think, did you get an insert on your bulletin? Did you turn it over? Did you see how many and what their modalities are? So the reason is we have a few of these signs. If you have a place that's really visible, would you be willing to put a sign in your yard? That would really be helpful, because I'm getting calls because of our sign out in our yard now. What is this healing thing that's going on over there? They're calling. So we just need visibility, please, for that. It's a really great thing. Next one. Do we have any more? Maybe. Okay. Let's see. I think I've got everything. Yes, Linda, thank you.
Volunteers for the expo. We set up on Friday from 10 to 1, 2 to 6. And we have 2 working shifts on Saturday, 2 to 7, 9:30 to 12:30, and 12:30 to 2:30.
Okay, I'm going to just repeat that in case you did not hear that they're looking for volunteers for the expo. Setup is Friday. They need extra hands. There's a lot of tables and things that need to get set up. So they need set up for that. And then they also need help on Saturday for the expo to just kind of be there to guide people through, to take the admission of money, things like that. So please, there's a sign up still in the back right outside the door. And Linda, she stood up. Bob, would you please, both of you stand up a minute. These are the 2 that are really running this project. I want to thank you. Any questions, please see them after service today. All right, let's bring these kids in and see what's up to them today. Well, there's the kid, Michelle. What the little kitty cats. Oh, look at her shirt. There you go. Well, hello, girls. How are you?
Okay, we have everybody here.
Pretty.
Today, I had the pleasure of reading this awesome book called Cats Just Know. And it's in the bookstore. And it's got great illustrations too, but it's got a really great story for the kids. So today, we didn't get all of our crafts done, but we have lilies, and then, no. Jocelyn, I'm sorry. And then your journey, right? So everybody else's cats are in various stages of completion because it was quite the project. But we had a lot of fun.
Were you herding cats?
It was pretty close.
Remember the video, the little boy herding cats, and he was constantly going, "We got a situation. We got another situation."
Exactly. Is there anything you want to add, Sandy?
I think we're all good. I am going to take home the ones that didn't get finished. I will finish them up and bring them back next week so everybody has their own little kitten.
And their little bowl for food.
And their food bowl and their bed.
In their beds. Very good. Thank you. All right. Well, I need some help here. Everybody stand for the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And if you want to join hands to sing the peace song, if you're not a hand holder, just keep your hands down. We won't force hand holding. Ready? Anybody want to sing? There be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. Hold it. Take moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. And I want to let you know that I need to go to a high school graduation for one of my grandsons. So I won't be doing a receiving line today. But I bless you, and enjoy the food and enjoy forest bathing. Thank you, everybody. Have a good week.